means forever, ever, or never mind. Oh,
G'day kids, mums and dads, it's your Uncle Linnton here again, and guess what, today we're going to have a look at some brown tree frogs, and behind me is pristine condition, sort of out in the wilderness if you like. This is in the back of Victoria somewhere, and this is the sort of habitat you'd find brown tree frog, and we could be here all day looking for one, but seeing as today's topic is brown tree frogs, we're going to go to Craig's at Magic Park, and we'll see if we can find one in their gardens. So let's go and have a look at that. Okay, so we're here now, so let's go and have a look. We need to come down this way, so I actually know where there might be one. The first place we've got to look is right in here. You wouldn't believe this, but there could be one in here. There might not be. You won't know until you have a look. And now, I don't think there's one in here, but I'm still looking. No. Nothing's jumping out at me, get it? Well, you know what, I think we'll move to the next spot. There's 2 or 3 spots, so we'll just go around here. I think I can't find one in there. Now around here though, there could be something just in here. Now notice this is agapanthus. Agapanthus is a cold leaf plant, that's why they will be in here. Brown tree frog are a cold climate and they like cold plants, and this is a beautiful plant for them. You get in between these leaves and it's nice and cool. Although nothing here today because it hasn't rained for a while. If it's just rained, is usually a better time to see them, but we're looking. No. There's a snail, which is a good sign, but no frog, no. Okay, so we've got one more spot to check. Now, just for your information, I do have a plan B in case we can't find one, but we'll go down here, our last little spot where there might be one. This way, right down here, past through the bushes, into the camera, and down here. This could be a little spot here, if we're lucky. We're looking. Now this is actually a spider plant, what they call a spider plant, and it's also a cold leaf, so the chances of this plant harbouring a tree frog would be fairly likely. And I can't find one here. Alright. Look, it's very thick, it's pretty good. It's a very good habitat. We're going to go right through here. Now, no. It's very cold in here. If I got a thermometer in here, it's about 12 degrees down here. And everywhere else is about 20 degrees. In here. Looking. There's one. Ah, there we go. We found one. So there is a southern brown tree frog, which we've just found in the spider plant there. He's probably going to jump off. They don't really like to sit on our hands because it's warm. So, whoops. So I'm going to have to start to shield him now. He's jumping around. You can see they're beautiful jumpers. And this one is, I think, maybe a female. Where is it? There. Whoops. Okay, it's not really behaving itself. But it's a female, I think. And as you can see, it's a tree frog. The reason why he won't stay still is because where'd he go? Yeah, is because I'm warm-blooded and he's cold. Now, because he's on a hot surface on my hands, he doesn't want to be sitting on hot. So what we could try, he's settling down a bit now. Here's a cold climate frog sitting on a hot hand, so they're not very comfortable, and that's why they won't sit. Whereas the green trees will sit on your hand quite comfortably. I'm putting my hand in front like that. That's like blinkers on a horse. That's to stop him from jumping. So he can't see forward, he can see a wall, and they won't slam into a wall, so he generally won't jump. This is a young female raised on the property here. He's probably about, it's possible from last year or this year, an earlier one from this year, or a later one from last year. Looks to be about 3 months old, 3 or 4 months. Outside in the wild they'll grow very fast, so it's possible it's from this year. And these guys live on the property here. There's one in the background you might have just heard calling. It's another young male. And so the Victorian brown tree frog, this is a Victorian species, so that means they're cold climate like we spoke about. That's why I said they're not very comfortable on my hands. She's moving around a bit there now, so he's going to jump again. Feed wise, they're eating all sorts of insects in the grasses, mainly flying insect. We've noticed that they really enjoy flying insect, but they'll eat crickets and things as well on the ground. They're nocturnal. They come out at night time. This guy's in the background there. You can hear me talking, so he's probably trying to respond a little bit, or if there's noise around they will call. What else can I say about these guys? As far as pets, they make great pets in tanks. We've got some in tanks inside, which I'm going to show you after, in fact. And we're probably going to wrap it up there a little bit, I think. And what we'll do is we'll put this guy back in the garden, and we're going to go inside and have a look at some other stuff, feeding how we feed captive, and we'll show swoop net, stuff like that, and we might be able to see some feeding. So we'll put this guy back. Hop back in there. That's where he lives. And let's go now and have a look at some inside captive in tanks. Right, so here we are. Now there's a swoop net over here somewhere. Here's one. I'll grab one of these. Bet you've never seen one of these before. This is a live insect collection net, which we call a swoop net. And it's an old tennis racket, which we've remodelled, and we make these here. And, or Craig does. And in the grass, we'll swoop and collect some insects. So this can catch butterflies, it can even catch small birds. You can go fishing with this. Very good net indeed. Very small micron to catch the small insects to feed the smaller frogs, which is what it's designed for. So let's have a look. So all we do is walk around. We're going to go right around the whole yard, around here, and we're swooping like this. Right, there we go. Now we've got some insects in here. I don't know if you're about to see them, but you can have a quick look so they don't fly out. Okay. And I'll just grab my walking stick. Now we're going to go inside and feed these into a tank. It's important to feed these quickly, so we'll fold it over. And it's like a bag. You can see them in there. Alright. Let's go and feed these in. I'm going to put them in this tank. Now this tank here has some spotted marsh frogs, and there was some brown tree frogs in here, but Craig sold them. So we're just going to feed the spotted marsh. It'll be easier to watch as well. So you can watch them feeding. We come in there and get a close up, and if we look up in the top, we'll see some insects flying around, and that's how we feed our tanks inside here at O Magic Park. And as you can see, live food from outside straight into the tank, same food, same nutrients, different food every day, and very, very healthy. Okay, so that just about wraps it up, so we'll wrap it up there. Until next time, guys, hooroo.